500 years ago, Spain ruled the seas. Silver from the New World flooded its coffers. For a brief moment, Spain was the richest empire on earth, but silver turned to poison. Money replaced production, luxury replaced work, and within a century, Spain collapsed under the weight of its own treasure. 200 years later, the pattern repeated. Britain's empire spanned the globe. The pound sterling was the world's reserve currency, but 2 world wars drained its power. And by 1954, the British Empire was a memory. Then came the Soviet Union, a superpower built on ideology, control, and fear. It looked unbreakable until it broke, not from invasion, but from within. Its economy hollowed out, its currency worthless, its people tired of pretending. And in just 900 days, the USSR was gone. 3 empires, 3 collapses, the same pattern. And now, the fourth stands at the edge of that same cliff. After 1945, America became the center of everything. Factories roared. The dollar was gold. Innovation felt endless. And for a time, it seemed the cycle had finally been defeated. But history never misses a payment. Slowly, quietly, the signs began to reappear. First came stage 1, military overreach. Bases in 150 countries, trillions spent maintaining global order, wars that cost blood, treasure, and trust. Then stage 2, currency debasement, 1971. The gold standard ends, the dollar floats, untethered, printing replaces discipline. Next, stage 3, the debt spiral. Every year, new spending. Every decade, larger deficits. Until debt became the system itself. Stage 4, loss of production. Factories move overseas. Innovation shifts from building things to trading digits. The nation that once made everything now imports nearly everything. And stage 5, social decay. Division replaces unity. Entertainment replaces purpose. Outrage becomes the national language. The pattern has repeated almost perfectly. Only 2 stages remain. The warning signs of stage 6. Stage 6 is the one every empire fears: loss of reserve currency status. When the world stops trusting your money, your power collapses overnight. Spain lost it with silver. Britain lost it with the pound. And now, signs appear that the dollar's time may be ending. Nations trade outside the dollar system. China and Russia build parallel networks. BRICS nations form alliances to bypass SWIFT. And for the first time since 1945, the world is preparing for life after the dollar. Once that happens, America's ability to print prosperity disappears. The dead bubble bursts, the illusion fades, and the 7th stage begins. The full empires rarely die in explosions. They die in silence. The fall begins when confidence ends. Markets wobble. Citizens lose faith, institutions stop working, and the rest of the world quietly moves on. Then adjustment, then acceptance. The power that once dictated global rules becomes another voice in the crowd. Its military still strong, its culture still vibrant, but its dominance gone. The transition may take years, or only months. History never gives a schedule, but it always gives a signal. So what replaces America? Some point to China, an industrial machine powered by central control. Others look to the BRICS alliance, uniting resources and manufacturing under one system. Some believe technology itself will become the next empire in networks, digital currencies, corporations larger than nations. And some believe the next superpower won't be a country at all, but a system, a decentralized world driven by code instead of kings. In that world, wealth will move through data instead of borders. Power will belong to those who control algorithms, not armies, and governments will struggle to keep up. It's not the end of civilization. It's the end of this version of civilization, the old order breaking so that a new one can form. Every collapse feels like chaos while it's happening. But looking back, history always shows the same shape: a storm that clears the way for something new. As America faces record debt, political paralysis, and social division, it also faces its greatest opportunity to reinvent itself before the collapse completes. Will it succeed? Maybe, but history gives little mercy to those who ignore its lessons. The empire that cannot change perishes. The one that learns to evolve survives in another form. 7. The final question for individuals watching this story unfold. The question isn't whether collapse will happen, but how you will live through it. When currencies fall, when systems fail, when the rules of the old world stop working, what replaces them? Knowledge, adaptation, and the courage to build something new. Empires fall, but humanity continues. Each collapse is also a reset, a doorway into the next chapter of the human experiment. So when the American era ends, and it will remember this, the fall of one power is not the end of the world. It's simply the moment the world begins again. 8. Closing narration. The sun once set on Spain. It set on Britain. It set on the Soviet Union. And someday, it will set on the United States. But darkness is never final. Every sunset carries within it the light of the next dawn. The question is not who collapses next but who rises prepared for what comes after, because the next empire won't be built on land, or armies, or even money. It will be built on information, on those who understand patterns, see what others ignore, and act before the fall becomes visible.